Hello, everyone. Welcome back to another exciting episode of Learn English with the Hobbit. I'm Alex, and today we're diving into another part of The Hobbit, an amazing book full of adventure, mystery, and, of course, lots of useful English words and expressions. First, I'll read today's passage, and then we'll break down some important vocabulary words together. Make sure to like and subscribe so you don't miss any future lessons. All right, let's get started. This hobbit was a very well-to-do hobbit, and his name was Baggins. The Bagginses had lived in the neighborhood of the hill for time out of mind, and people considered them very respectable, not only because most of them were rich, but also because they never had any adventures or did anything unexpected. You could tell what a Baggins would say on any question without the bother of asking him. This is a story of how a Baggins had an adventure, found himself doing and saying things altogether unexpected. He may have lost the neighbor's respect, but he gained well. You will see whether he gained anything in the end. The mother of our particular hobbit. What is a hobbit? I suppose hobbits need some description nowadays, since they have become rare and shy of the big people, as they call us. They are, or were, a little people about half our height and smaller than the bearded dwarfs. Hobbits have no beards. There is little or no magic about them, except the ordinary, everyday sort, which helps them to disappear quietly and quickly when large, stupid folk like you and me come blundering along, making a noise like elephants which they can hear a mile off. All right, language explorers. It's time to break down some interesting words from today's reading. Let's dive in. First up, we have neighborhood. A neighborhood is an area where people live, like the houses and streets around your home. Think about your own neighborhood. Do you know your neighbors? Are there parks, stores, or schools nearby? In the book, the Hobbit lives in a special neighborhood called the Hill. Sounds cozy, right? Next, considered. When you consider something, you think about it carefully before making a decision. Like, I considered having pizza for dinner, but I chose a salad instead. In the book, people considered the Baggins family to be very respectable. That means people thought highly of them. Speaking of respectable, this word means someone is admired and seen as proper or good. Imagine someone who is always polite, responsible, and well-dressed, like a teacher or a kind old man in a suit. That's a respectable person. In the story, the Baggins family was respectable because they lived calmly and didn't like surprises. Now, here's a fun one: adventures. Who doesn't love a good adventure? An adventure is an exciting or unusual experience. Maybe you've gone on an adventure while hiking in the mountains or trying a new food in a different country. But here's the funny part. Hobbits don't like adventures. They prefer a quiet and comfortable life. Moving on to rich. This one's easy. If you're rich, you have a lot of money or valuable things. Think of a billionaire, big houses, fancy cars, gold rings. But being rich doesn't always mean just money. You can have a rich personality, full of interesting stories and ideas. Bother is when something takes effort or causes trouble. Like when your friend asks, "Hey, can you help me move this heavy couch?" And you sigh, "Ugh, dude, I have to." That's feeling bothered. In the book, the hobbits don't bother with unexpected things. They like life to be simple. This one's the past tense of find. If you find something, you discover it. If you found something, you already discovered it. Like, I found $1 on the ground. In the book, Bilbo found himself in an unexpected adventure. Poor Bilbo. Altogether means completely or entirely. Like, that movie was altogether amazing, or I'm altogether confused about math. It just means totally. In the story, something unexpected happened altogether. Not just a little, but completely surprising. Gained well means to earn or achieve something successfully. Imagine working hard for months and finally gaining the highest score in your class. That's gaining well. In the book, the hobbit might have lost his usual peaceful life, but did he gain well in the end? We'll have to read and see. Whether is used when we have a choice between two things. Like, I don't know whether to eat ice cream or cake. It's like saying if. In the story, Bilbo isn't sure whether his adventure is good or bad. What do you think? Particular means special or specific. Like when you say, I like this particular song, not just any song, but that one. In the book, Bilbo is a particular hobbit. He's different from the others. He likes his quiet life, but something particular about him makes him perfect for an adventure. When you give a description of something, you explain what it looks, feels, or sounds like. If I say, the sky is blue with soft white clouds, and the air is fresh, that's a description. In the book, we get a description of hobbits, small, simple, and very fond of food. Nowadays means these days or at the present time. If I say, nowadays, everyone uses smartphones, I mean it happens now, not in the past. In the book, we learn that hobbits are different in the past. So what are they like nowadays? Rare means uncommon or unusual. Like, it's rare to see snow in the desert. In the story, adventures are rare for hobbits. They just don't happen often until Bilbo comes along. Shy means nervous in social situations, like when you don't want to talk to new people at a party. Bilbo seems a little shy, but does he change during the story? Let's find out. Oh, magic, this one's exciting. Magic is supernatural power, like spells, wizards, and flying broomsticks. In the book, will Bilbo see some magic? I think so. Except means not including. Like, I like all vegetables except broccoli. In the book, everything about hobbits is normal, except for Bilbo. He's different in a special way. Ordinary means normal, nothing special. If your day is ordinary, nothing exciting happens. But Bilbo's life? Well, it's about to become very unordinary. Disappear means to vanish. Like when a magician makes a rabbit disappear. Will something disappear in the book? Let's see. Quietly means making little or no noise. Like, she entered the room quietly so no one would hear her. Do you think hobbits move quietly or loudly? Quickly means fast. Like, I ran quickly to catch the bus. Will Bilbo have to run quickly on his adventure? Hmm. Stupid means not very smart. Like, it was a stupid idea to forget my umbrella in the rain. Will Bilbo make any stupid mistakes on his journey? Folk means people. Like, the folk in this town are very friendly. In the book, Hobbits are a special kind of folk, small, simple, and peaceful. Blundering means making careless mistakes. Imagine someone walking around, bumping into things, and dropping stuff. That's blundering. Will Bilbo be a blundering adventurer at first? Noise means a loud or unpleasant sound, like the noise from traffic kept me awake. Hobbits like peace and quiet. So do they enjoy noise? Probably not. And that's all for our vocabulary. I hope you enjoyed learning these words in a fun way. Now, let's move on to grammar. 1. Past simple. The past simple is used to describe actions that happened and finished at a specific time in the past. Regular verbs take ed at the end, while irregular verbs have different forms. This tense is commonly used in storytelling to describe past events in order. Example from a text. He found himself doing and saying things altogether unexpected. Here, found is the past simple form of find. It describes an action that happened in the past and is now complete. More examples. Bilbo walked to the door and opened it. The Bagginses lived in the neighborhood for many years. 2. Past perfect. The past perfect is used to describe an action that happened before another past action. It is formed with had plus past participle. This tense helps to show the order of events in the past. Example from a text. He may have lost the neighbor's respect, but he gained well. Here, may have lost suggests a possibility in the past, and gained well indicates an action that happened afterward. More examples. Bilbo had never met a wizard before Gandalf arrived. When Bilbo finally sat to eat, the dwarf had already finished their meal. 3. Adverbs and their position. Adverbs modify verbs, adjectives, or other adverbs. They describe how, when, or where an action happens. Their position in the sentence depends on their function. Example from the text. Disappearing quietly and quickly when large, stupid folk like you and me come blundering along. Here, quietly and quickly describe how someone disappears. They come before the verb they modify. More examples. Bilbo carefully stepped forward, trying not to make sound. The dwarves suddenly stopped singing when they saw Gandalf. Well, that's a wrap for today. We explored some interesting grammar points from The Hobbit, past tenses, adverbs, and how they bring stories to life. Remember, understanding grammar isn't just about rules. It's about how they help us tell better stories. Next time, we'll dive even deeper into the world of The Hobbit and uncover more fascinating language details. Until then, keep reading, keep practicing, and most importantly, enjoy the journey of learning English. See you in the next episode. Goodbye.